talk a little bit about what you've been able to accomplish there in Prince Edward County, and I'll move slides for you to your slides as you want them. Just let me know, but the floor is yours, my friend.
All right, well, Jim, if you can go to, I think, the first slide I have up, that next one. First of all, I just want to say hello to everyone and just say that I'm really excited about what we have planned here that should happen in the next couple of months, and it's a really awesome thing to have so many people involved in this and be passionate about the same movement. And when I originally got involved in Come Live Outside up here in Canada, we wanted to do the same thing I think everyone else is interested in, and just get everyone aware of the fact that this is that kids aren't getting outside anymore, and it's not just kids, it's entire families and everybody throughout generations, and it's something that we wanted to change. And we were trying to figure out how many different ways we could come at that. And we decided we would come at it through awareness, opportunity, and intention, and on those three pillars. So what we started to do is we started to collect information, and I did a lot of research, and I would make presentations to different community groups to see if they wanted to get involved. But a lot of the things were planning events that gave people the opportunity to get outside. And one of the, right up here on the slides you can see right now, our first event in the county was our Canada Day kickoff. And Canada Day up here is July 1st, so this started quite a few months ago now. Well, what we did is the city gave us the use of a parking lot for the day on Canada Day. The problem with that is asphalt doesn't.
Oh.
A lot of fun.
We lost her.
So,
oh, there you are. Good.
Can you still hear me?
Yep. Now you're back.
Okay.
You just had us all on the edge of our seats too.
Oh, I'm sure. But yeah, we wanted to do something that would get people outside, but using asphalt was not the most ideal situation. So what we did is we called in a few favors, and we actually took a whole bunch of sod, and we sodded the entire parking lot for a day. And as you can see, we've got some before and after pictures. And we hosted what I said, our Canada Day kickoff, our Come Live Outside. And what the goal of the day was to teach what Jim already mentioned, we call the lost art of unstructured play. And this is all based on the idea that kids, not only do they not get outside, but most of the time when they do get outside, it's very structured and oriented on specific games with specific rules, and adults running these games. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to try to teach kids this art of being able to just go out and play and make up their own games, or learn games that maybe their grandparents or their parents played. So we spent an entire day with kids from all over and families, and we just had a ton of fun and taught kids games, and they taught us games, and did some sidewalk chalk arts, and just had a great day. But from there, that's kind of where we...
It was absolutely amazing what a couple rubber chickens and and a parachute will do for children of any age. It was a blast.
I think our parachute has become the signature Come Live Outside up here. Everybody's like, oh, you guys were the event with the parachute. I think, yes, yeah. That's us. But yeah, the other thing is I have an awesome team that we all work together and put on these events. And I think, Jim, if you can move to my next slide. We did a whole bunch of smaller things throughout the summer, but I spent a lot of the summer planning for what we have as Sports Day in Canada, and it was on September 17th. And it's where communities all across our country get involved in sport that day. And it's hosted by our CBC, which is our really big broadcasting company, and they're all televised. And so we decided soccer is a really big thing and very popular amongst a lot of the kids up here. We decided to host a marathon game. So we hosted a marathon soccer game for 12 hours, and we got kids from all over the community, and not just kids, it was adults and families, and we had men's teams and women's teams, and literally just had teams play for over 12 hours. And I had, I think, 174 participants was our total, and we just had people outside playing soccer all day, and it was a great success, and it's something that people are asking now if it's going to be annual, so hopefully we're looking to do it again next September.
I love the logo in the middle of the field.
Yes, that was a lot of fun. A little bit of a work, but a lot of fun to do.
Thank you. That's really awesome. Tell us some more here. What else? What else do we have? Yeah.
This one is our most recent event that actually just happened on Sunday, the Sunday that just passed. It's Winter Harbor Fest, which is just to celebrate getting outside and what we like to call the good old Canadian winter. The only problem with that, we came into a few hurdles, as we had originally planned it for pond hockey and skating and snow sculpture building and snowman building. But I don't know about you guys, but we've had a very mild winter, and about a week ago, all of our snow melted and we had no ice. So that kind of put a wrench in our problems, but what we ended up doing again, pulled a few strings, and it snowed the night before, and we talked to a few snow removal companies who were willing to ship in, or they trucked in with big dump trucks, I think 3 tons of snow we brought in that morning, and we built this huge snow fort. As you can see the picture on the left with the parachute over. Again, we used the parachute as the roof. And we had enough snow for kids to build sculptures, and we had road hockey going on all day, and some sleighing down the hill, and ice sculptures and fun stuff like that. And it was a really, really successful day because it was incredibly cold. I think it was, well, I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit, but it was minus 16 in Celsius. And very cold day, but we had a ton of people out. I think we had over 200 people out to this event, so it was a real success.
It's amazing you bring more out in the winter up in Canada than you brought out in the.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's pretty typical with us. If you see, as long as you say hockey, you'll have the whole town out. But one of the things.
Talk for a moment about. You said the city gave us a parking lot, and
right. That's probably something I should.
How do you connect up with the city? How would you suggest the students get some involvement from the city, because that's an important piece of a successful project?
That is really important. To be honest, not only do I think it's really important, but I think it's honestly the most important thing is to talk to, first of all, get involved with your, either if it's the city or county council. And through that, we started off, maybe there's somebody you know where you have some kind of connection, but really all of their emails and all of their information is public information. And originally we just sent a message to one of the counselors in the area being, this is what we want to do. We'd love to sit down and talk to you about it. We'd love to get your opinion on it. And we sat down and had a meeting with them, and once they realized what we wanted to do for the community, they were on board and they helped us bring it to the rest of the council. So that is something that we can.
That's great that what you said, that we can find their emails on maybe on the county website or the township
on the city website. Yes, that's all. It should be. It's all public information. So that stuff. That's your first key, is to get in contact with someone, and it's finding that one person that gets excited about your cause and is willing to advocate for you to the rest of the council.
Great, great, and getting their support and their buy-in can just make.
It makes all the difference. And that's along that lines. Another thing I wanted to say is it's not only just important to get the support of your county or your municipal government, but it's really important to start talking to different groups all over your area. So if you want to get more than one people support, if you want to get people out, we started talking to our Community Care for Seniors group. We talked to a bunch of our different community charities, our Kiwanis Club, our just different organizations. We talked to somebody on the police departments, just because we're in a rural community, and I don't know if it's the same for everybody that's listening in on today, but it's really important to get all facets of your community involved, and that's how you get people out, and that's how you get people excited, because you want everyone to know what you are, and that's been something that we've really worked towards, is getting everybody to know what Come Alive Outside is. And
it's a great way to promote
exactly.
FFA. It's a great way to promote our schools, in this case, I think.
And that was probably the highlights of our Harbor Fest this weekend. Is one of my committee members and I, we were standing outside, and a little kid that was playing in the snow came up and says, "Hi, I know you guys. You guys are the Come Alive Outside people." And I was like, yes, that's exactly who we are. And that was a real sign that people are starting to understand what we do and are getting excited about it.
this is also a great chance to get the band involved, or to get the football team or the basketball team,
exactly,
or whatever team, and really something that could just pull the entire school together. And a few have talked to us about that. So great. Tell us a bit here about the future.
Fitness Trail. Well, this is we have a lot of big plans for this the next spring and summer coming up, and I'm really excited. But the biggest one is this fitness trail we're planning. And I don't know if you have any background information, but the business that's funding all of our Come Alive Outside community project is the Scott Whitworth Landscape Group, and they are planning to build a fitness trail that's going to connect our community soccer fields and our fairgrounds and our local high school and a local elementary school, and it's going to have fitness exercise equipment along the trail, so people can run and walk, and also this outdoor exercise equipment that you would kind of find in a gym that's now designed to be outside. And so that's in the works right now, and we're starting, I think building starts in April. The actual building, I think the trail setup starts as soon as the ground unfreezes. And the key thing for that for us has been applying to grants and funds that are willing to donate the money to us to build this track. So that's something that we're working on right now.
It can go a lot of different places. It can go almost wherever your imagination will take it, I think.
Exactly, and none of these projects I'm saying are perfect for anybody's community in particular, but they worked for us, and I'd love it if any of them help you brainstorm, or if you have any questions, please let me know, and I can try to help you out in that way as much as possible. And thank you. I was just about to ask for the next slide. The big thing that's really important is after you've done this event, or even before you've done an event or started something, is to get the people that weren't there to know about it. And that's through your local media. That's through your radio station. That's through your papers. And we've had a lot of success with the papers in our area. And the key to that, personally, I think, is first you need to call your paper. The paper will not show up. Your reporters will not show up unless you let them know about it. So don't be afraid to give them a call, to email and say, look, this is what we've got going on. We'd love for one of you to send a reporter down to us for the event, and then just to keep in constant contact. Like, I have 4 or 5 connections with people that I email back and forth and let them know what we're doing, and to thank them for their article that they put in the paper. And it's just making sure making those connections with people, and give them a call and leave a message. And if they don't answer your email, then call. Like, just because they don't answer the first time, don't give up on it. And it's something that you definitely need to go after. Is you have to go after that coverage yourself, because it's not going to come by itself.
Well, I can honestly say I think you have helped us already tremendously. Again, just the enthusiasm that you show towards the Come Alive Outside movement, and the things that you've been able to accomplish. You said July 1st was a long time ago, but what you've accomplished in a relatively short amount of time has just been tremendous. And to be known as the Come Alive Outside people means you're getting a good brand. Sarah, we can't thank you enough for your example.
Oh, well, thanks, Jim. I'm just here to help.
You're the best. You're the best.
To find out more about how you can get involved in the Come Alive Outside movement, contact JP Horizons at 440-352-8211, or go to our website at www.comealiveoutside.com. Thank you.